Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up? It's your girl V-Henny, man. You already know the vibes. Welcome to the Artistry where we talk shit about music, entertainment, and the everyday struggles. And you know how we do, man. We always have a dope guest in the building. We have Brooklyn's own hip-hop artist, OG
What's good? What's good?
Jimmy.
What's good? What's the word?
Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, we out here.
I don't have a budget, so yeah. What's good? How you feeling?
You know me, living.
Welcome to my humble home, and I just want to say thank you for taking the time being here.
Appreciate you having me for real.
Nah, that same here. I've been looking forward to having this sit down with you. I've been, I've recently met you, but I've been watching your grind and your hustle, and you're doing dope shit, So congratulations on everything.
Appreciate it.
I normally do a toast, but I know you're not a drinker, but you're the smoker, right? So we're gonna still toast, all right?
All right, bet.
Let's
Look,
do
I got
this.
my blunt. I got my blunt.
You got your blunt. I got my poison. Let's do
All right,
this.
ready?
So we toasting to you, all right? Let's do this.
Salute.
Salud. Woo.
Yeah, that thing hit.
Oh man. Nah, but shout out to you. Last time I saw you perform for the Free Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the last time I saw you. I was actually listening to some of your music and I was just like, damn, I like what I hear. So let's discuss how you began taking it seriously. And I know I learned that one of your first like sort of musical inspirations would be your father, correct?
That's a fact.
So let's talk about that. Like, how did that go? How did you go about him inspiring you and then you just taking music into like from a hobby into professionally?
My pops inspired me musically just off of every aspect he as a side hustle growing up. When I was a kid, he always sold CDs.
Okay.
Like music, he'll make his own music and he'll sell other artists' music as well.
Okay.
Reggae artists, soca artists. He'll have the little hip hop artists for me and my brothers. But that was just because he knew me and my brothers like the hip hop and stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
So he'll have a little couple hip hop artist mixes and stuff like Lil Wayne and Birdman and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it was mostly the soca and the reggae and the you know all those West Indian tunes.
Yeah. That's what's up. So you grew up more with the West Indian tunes opposed to hip hop tunes, you would say?
Yeah, I definitely that and church music.
Really? Okay. So when did you fall in love with hip hop?
I fell in love with hip hop, I could say watching Lil Bow Wow and Romeo.
Okay.
Is when I fell in love with hip hop.
Okay. Did you start it like at that given time? Like, did you pick up the pen and the paper, or like, ideally, what is it like?
It was like more of, I was just singing everybody else's music.
Okay.
Love singing everybody else's music. Me picking up the pen and paper, I ain't really think about it. Cause I had thought about it when my brother, he heard me doing saying little freestyles, like little stuff, like nothing crazy, like no, not even a full 8 bars, like a couple bars, and he'd be like, "Yo, that's fire." You feel me? My cousin, he wrote something for me. He was a producer. His name Young Brooklyn. He had wrote something for me, and I had tried to spit it, but it took us a whole 24 hours for me to even get the whole verse out and put it on the track. Like to get the full record, because I wasn't feeling the bars, like I wasn't feeling it because it wasn't me.
Okay.
So because somebody else wrote it, so I wasn't really feeling it. So that kind of, you feel me, laid off of that for a couple years, laid off the music for a couple years, and then when somebody told me one day, they was like, "Yo, you spitting everybody else's music, why you just don't write your own?"
Facts.
One day, my pops, me and my man's in the crib. My pops, he playing the beats.
Okay.
Because that's what my pops do. See, when I'm in the crib, my man's is over. My pops here come turn the whole set on. He a DJ. He got the whole turntables, everything, mixer turntables, everything. Set the laptop up. He get the spinning and everything. You feel me? So he'll turn the beats on, get the mic out. You feel me? Let you rock out on the mic. That's what they do. They've been doing that since I was growing up. Him and his friends come over. My older brothers done did it. We recorded in the crib. My first track I recorded in the house.
Really? How old were you?
The first song I recorded, I say I was like 14, 13.
Okay. Was that the same song that you put out on SoundCloud?
Yeah.
Yes? So let's tap into that, because I learned, you had a different name.
Yeah,
So you had Jay the King.
yeah.
So I'm curious in knowing that when did you go about reinventing yourself from Jay the King to OG Jimmy?
Cause like Jada King, me and my cousin had came up with that name because he was like, yo, you gotta come up with a rap name.
Okay.
You gonna make a song. And we had just came up with that name and we was going with it, but I wasn't really like on no. I was going outside telling people like, yo, my name's Jada King.
Mm.
So it was like everybody was just calling me by my government name, calling me by my government name. One day I went to one of my older man's crib, and he was like, "Yo, bro, how you gonna be outside and you got people calling you by your gov? If you do something, police gonna know exactly who to come to."
When would you say you started taking music seriously? Because I know you kind of took music, you put music on hold due to personal reasonings, and obviously when you decided to come back, and basically passion is power. So you're allowing your passion to now fuel, everything you're pursuing. So when would you say you started taking this seriously?
I felt like I got a sign from God.
Okay.
Trump became president.
Okay.
I remember this day. It was election day.
Well, we're talking about Trump. Now let me stop.
Trump became president, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a mix up with paperwork, and I end up losing my job. Not even losing my job. They just
Okay.
told me I couldn't work there for the moment.
Okay.
So I was like on like a not even a suspension, but just like on a temporary leave. But I took that as I lost my job.
Uh-huh.
So I started my man's designer. He started calling me, really getting into tune with me rapping and stuff, like hearing little freestyles and stuff like that. So he started taking me serious. So one day he called me out for a show, and I did a show, and I did a show and I performed a song that it wasn't released or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It was a song with me and my mans. It was called Yeah Yeah. It's out on SoundCloud now. But back when we performed it first in front of Sony PlayStation Theater, nobody knew the song. Nobody knew who we was. It was just designer. He loved the song. He played the song like 1,000 times. Every time he called me, he was playing the song. The
Mm.
whole time on the way to the show, after the show, he played the song. The whole time. And then for me to take it serious, it hit me. I seen like I don't know if everybody around me wanted to take the music serious, but I felt like I seen like what I felt that day and what I seen in the crowd and the feeling that I got from being on stage just let me know like, yo, this is what I want to do forever. I want to do this
Mm.
forever.
You know what I love about music is that music is so, other than being universal, it's very therapeutic. You understand? Like, but the fact that it's therapeutic, and I say this, I'm mentioning this because I know when I've listened to your music, I've heard like, or what I hear, the essence of your sound for me is like that pain. Like I can hear your emotions. You understand? So I think that's the beauty to it, that and since you're saying like this is what you want to do for life, so do you feel like you putting in the work to get to that whole stability within your artistry?
I feel like when I'm doing my research and I learn about other great artists and I'm looking up and I'm doing research on other great artists that that's coming before me and they up and they strive and they went through their struggle, and as I look through their struggle and stuff, I feel like yeah, I am making the steps and I'm making all the moves
Okay.
and I'm going through all the hardship, all the losses and all the wins and all getting through the places, the doors and stuff that I need to
Mm-hmm.
get to eventually to where God really want me to be.
So when you're saying you're going through the hardship, the challenges, right? Because I love speaking about this, because a lot of people don't understand the what is it, like the process that you as an independent go through. So what's a challenge you can say you're most proud of when it comes to OG Jimmy, the artist?
I like people like people will gravitate towards me. You feel what I'm saying? And then like now like it's just like after the pandemic and all that, and I'm starting over and I'm trying to gravitate and get everything back up to where we had it at, to where everybody knew who OG Jimmy was. I'm trying to get it back to that in the hood basis, and I don't even want that no more. I just want the world to know me. I want to
Mm,
move. I want to go out of state. I want to do
okay.
shows out of state. I want to travel. I want to. I want to. I want to be around other people. I don't even like. I don't even hang around people like that no more. Like you see,
Yeah.
when I go to a show, you feel me? I'm not really that person that's like going to sit there and be, you feel me? And I know people want me to be like that, but it's just like certain situations that happen in life, you feel me, that made me want to be like, not to myself, but be on more conscious.
Gotcha.
You feel me? Your energies and
So learning that you decided to take music seriously, um, you know, like you said, like in a sense where it's like you went from you left the old Jimmy, you came back and you just starting off new. You understand, like in a sense. When you mentioned that you starting off new, I want to know though what made you stop.
what made me stop,
Yes.
honestly, well, I finished high school.
Dope, dope,
I
dope,
had went
dope.
back to high school. I had stopped going to high school for like 3 years,
Okay.
and I was going to drop out one day
Uh huh.
because I was doing the music.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm gonna put everything into the music, and the day I was going to drop out, my principal stopped me from dropping out. They talked me into staying, and I had 1 year left. They was like, yo, you might as well just finish.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got a couple credits. All you gotta do is come to school to finish. That's all I did. Went to school, and I told myself the whole year though. I said once I finished school and I
Mhm.
got a diploma, backup plan,
Okay.
because today and age you need a backup plan.
Okay.
So
Okay. Go
once I
ahead.
got that backbone,
Mm-hmm.
music, everything is going into music.
Mm.
All chips in. We throwing everything in.
So what's your backup plan now?
My backup plan now is if the music don't work, it's still I could get a job. I could do anything. I could go to college. I
Mm.
could get a job. I could be anything I want in the world.
Okay. I like that. I like that. So basically it's like me, what I be telling people. I'm like, for me, I have no backup plan. This is my alphabet. You know when you be like, "Oh, I got plan B, plan C, whatever." Like I feel like everything that I'm doing now, this is my plan B, this is my plan C. Like so you just basically right now on some just you're going on 100.
I feel like yeah, that's basically what I did. I basically said I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop everything for a minute. I even cut my hair. I
Mm.
had cut my hair, started all over, started everything over. I said I'm gonna start everything all over fresh.
Mm.
We're gonna do this. I'm gonna get this done, and once I got this done, we got this backup plan. I ain't gotta worry about this or nothing else. I could really put everything in the music and just say I'm all into this.
Okay. I do want to know because when I was reading your bio, right? It stated that like obviously when you decided to take it serious, it stated that one of the steps was for you to learn to make write music.
Facts.
So when saying that, right, would elaborate on that because I want to know like what do you mean write music? Was it that you was just only freestyling? Like what exactly did you mean by that?
By right music was I feel like music is stories. Every
Mm-hmm.
song is a story, and I used to read books, right?
Okay.
And I like her books,
Mm.
but I couldn't put stories fully together.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I ain't gonna say that I got it down pat, but when you listen to every song, every any bar in any song that I got, I could tell you a story about the bar. I
Gotcha.
can tell you why the bar was wrote, why, what happened, what I thought about it. And it'd be
Mm.
out your mind. You'd probably be like, this bar mean this, but it mean
Gotcha.
this.
That's what's up. What book you like? You talking about hook books? Let's talk about hook books.
Her books, I like a book called Tyrell.
Okay.
It's part 1 and part 2.
Okay.
And then I heard they got a part 3, and I'm looking for it. I gotta find that.
I don't know if I heard that.
It's about a kid in the Bronx. He was in a shelter with his mom's. Pops
Okay.
was in and out of jail.
Mm.
He ran away from home.
Okay.
Girlfriend thought she was the one. She was supposed to be a virgin.
She was okay. Gotcha.
Come to find out, she with another dude.
Damn, bro. I feel bad for him.
Monster. You probably heard about Monster.
Yeah, I did.
Monster. Let me see. Shooter. Crack.
Okay. That sounds
Um,
familiar.
let me
What's your
see.
favorite?
My favorite book, I would say, was this book called Raven.
That sounds familiar.
It's about this girl who's like living like this like fast life, but like it's like she got like this dark part of her,
Okay.
but she's like in like real life going to clubs and stuff, but like she keep having visions about this bird, and
Mm,
it comes to mean something in her life. Like it's and it
gotcha.
ends up being a raven, and it ends up symbolizing her. She got a tattoo of a raven on her back.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up. So you still be reading to this day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Do you, other than her books, like do you read other types of books or nah? Not
Other
really.
than her books, I like to read like I be into documentaries and stuff, so
Okay.
I like to read documents and stuff on people and stuff like that,
Okay.
and I like to study on stuff like that, like
Mm.
because I'm more on I hate when they tell us we can't do something, so I like to
Yeah.
read up on why we can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. No. No. I get that. Trust me. It's always like that, though, right? But at the end of the day, you making them look stupid in a sense, right? You know.
Right.
So that's what's up. Though. I'm proud of the fact that you finished school. That was actually, I like that. And I say that because I dropped out, but I got my GD like right off the bat quickly. But like people don't realize that it's a struggle when you're trying to pursue the music or like pursue a goal, career in a sense, and then like going back to school or having a 9 to 5. Like it's a big challenge.
Feel me? I'm a realist, so I think this way. You feel me? I really you really can't run the streets and do music.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta have some type of sort of income when you gotta do music. So you feel what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So what you wanna do? You wanna be out there on the block hustling, trying to make a dollar so you can hit the studio, or you rather just go get a 9 to 5 or something. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you get you a Gucci 9 to 5 where you can actually survive off of it and support your goals, your career, and what you want to do, your passion
Gotcha.
as well.
Knowing that you said that you read books, you did this right to, and it helped you with learning how to conduct a song, right? What's your writing process like then?
My writing process is like this. I could be in the shower. I could be looking at a box of juice. This interview right here
Mm-hmm.
make me come up with, you feel what I'm saying? Make me think of something, and I'm going to write about it.
Okay.
And that's how I come up with my stories. And cause I can't, I'm not one of them artists. Like I could sit there and listen to a beat and write to the beat. Yeah,
Okay.
I could do that. But when I'm coming up with real stories, all the songs that you like, that you heard and you like, when I'm coming up with those, it don't always come with the beat.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I'm writing first.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm thinking about something and I'm just like, let me jot this down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just adding to it because I gotta add to it. I'm one of those. I gotta go back. I start. If I'm doing it to a beat, I start the beat over every time I come up with a new line.
Okay.
Every time and start and do the whole and spit the whole song back over. Because everything gotta make sense. Everything gotta catch. Everything gotta grab. You gotta feel everything.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing can't be. I don't want to say I like to perfect it, but I like to make sure I feel a way about my music the same way I feel about listening to other people's music.
Gotcha. Let me ask you this then. It's not that you're a perfectionist, but you're somewhat of a perfectionist, right? Now, would you say you're in a place now where you know your sound, or you're still learning this, like your sound?
I feel like I'm still learning my sound because I don't
Okay.
like to just do one type of sound.
Okay. So, out of all the music you made now to where you're at now, right? Present day, the music that you have, what song you would say was your most uncomfortable song you ever did?
The most uncomfortable song I ever did was this song called "Ride for Me,"
I like that song.
And I say that because I don't even know how I wrote it.
Really? I actually like that. That's in the one you released in 2020, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how I wrote it, being like, when I was writing it, my mans came and gave me the beat. And he was like, yo, I got this beat and I want you to write to it. I want you to write some fire. And when I started writing it, I was about to write some, regular, got the cars and but I don't like writing about stuff like that because that's not me right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got all that right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't got no money feeling broke. That's how I was feeling at that moment.
Gotcha.
And I don't know how all the words and all that, it was just like I said, every line I write, I take my time. With every song, I take my time with. I don't rush no song. I take my time. It may take days. It might take weeks. I might write the song in 15 seconds. But it always, I got to make sure everything, because the more I go through life, the more the song is going to come to.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that song was just on some, it was just coming together, and the way it just came together, and when it was finished, I was like, yo, nah, I don't know where this came from, man.
That's what's up. Cause I actually I heard I was listening to it today and I heard it twice. Cause I was like, I like this track. You understand? That's why I was just like, you know, and then I kept listening to like your music, and that's why I mentioned to you like I felt your emotions. Like if you was chilling or you was having a good time, you're making me like I'm chilling, having a good time, vibing with you. You know, like if you talking about a shorty that you know you like, but she was she dubbed or whatever. You understand? Like you made me feel that. So I like the fact that you have that essence. Of showing the people your emotions in a sense. I love vulnerability when it comes to artists, especially now that I feel like not too many artists when it comes to hip hop, yes and no, but it's like not too many artists are like they don't want to show people that side. And it's like, bro, that's what makes you an artist. You understand? Like, and I'm saying you as an artist because I don't want to put you just in as a hip hop artist, even though I introduce you as like your OG Jimmy, the hip hop artist. But now the more I'm speaking with you, I know the more you want to expand. So now are you open to like diving into other genres or like?
I love country music. I love any music that like music is like making love to me. I ain't gonna lie with my ears.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. It's like once a song hit my ears, if it sound good, and I'm talking about good,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna gravitate towards it. And it don't matter what it is. I don't care who you are or nothing. Cause my girl be laughing at me when I'm singing the song she be listening to. Cause
Yeah,
she be
yeah.
surprised. And I be like, nah, I bumped that too. It sound good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you feel about with the whole I forgot who was saying it, but they mentioned how like in a sense New York is last when it comes to the music scene.
Can never be last if we started. How can we
I mean,
last?
that's a fact. But compared to where other states are at now, as far as like look at ATL.
See, you can't. That's like saying if you win. That's like saying like, all right, the rights that we have now, we wouldn't have if the people and the struggles that they went through before and go through those struggles.
Mm-hmm.
So how you gonna say you better than somebody that created the path that you're on?
I mean, I get that. I understand that.
So they went I look at it like now, like all right, $1 million now
Okay.
was 500,000 back then.
It was.
So it's still the same. It nothing changed. It just
So
kind
you
of
feel like the music industry right now, the music scene, not the industry, music scene right now for up and coming artists is are you in New York? Do you feel like there's opportunities? Do you feel like there's like there's things to gain as an
definitely,
artist?
definitely,
Okay.
definitely. I feel like that when you like the same atmosphere they had coming up when they was first discovering hip hop,
Mm-hmm.
it's still there. It's still there when you go through them train stations. It's still there when you walk through them streets, them Harlem streets, them Brooklyn streets,
Okay.
them Queens streets, them Bronx streets. It's still there. You still feel it. You still
Okay.
smell it. You still
Okay.
taste it. It's still there. It ain't never gonna go away. It's like once this hip hop was created, because hip hop came from New York
No, that's a fact.
and everywhere. So look,
Came from the Bronx, baby.
hip hop was born and made in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a baby. Music
Mm-hmm.
is it's a baby. It grew to a grown adult to be able to say it's all over the world now. You understand
Yes.
what I'm saying? So a part of New York is all over the world now. That's how you
fact.
gotta look at it. You can't never look at like, yo, yeah, these states is doing better. Nah. New York is always gonna be doing better because they're always gonna be a part of it because they started it.
I don't feel like it's that the other states are doing better, right? I will say this. I feel that, and listen, I've repped the Bronx to the fullest, but I feel like being that I was able to go to different states, the support is a lot different compared to out here.
You know why? It's because New York is more of like
We have
a
egos.
battle.
We have an ego.
You understand what I'm saying?
Like
when you're
I
in
could
New York,
out
you gotta
here
fight.
they know you do gotta fight, but it's like I feel like not all, But a lot of people in New York have that crab in a barrel mentality, where it's like, yo, Jimmy's dope, right? But it's like, you can't be better than me. And it's like, why should it be like that?
I understand, and that's where I got to like understand it. It's like when you growing up, right? And you one of those kids where you like, why do I gotta go outside and fight?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And you realize like everybody gotta have their struggle.
Absolutely.
Without
Everybody fights.
without struggle, what's success? So I feel like New York, right? For
Mm-hmm.
example, right, where how it's set up, where even though like yeah, you do get that feel where it's like it's not a lot of support, that
Mm-hmm.
make you even go even harder. You see how most New Yorkers we travel.
Yeah.
That's a part of the grind. You understand what I'm saying? That's
Okay.
called footwork. That's making you
Facts.
want to go travel. Why you think you gonna get known out of them states? Because you putting in that footwork. You started traveling. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
so you so that is because you from New York. You feeling like all right. You're not getting the support that you need. You gonna go get it.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's what make you a go getter.
I love what you're telling me. And I'm gonna speak as a, like as a content creator out here. Like, yeah, I agree with you. Now, when it comes to, I agree with a lot that you're saying, because yeah, you gotta fight. Anything in life, if it's easy, it's not worth it in a sense, right? We already know that concept. I just feel like there's times, not all again, but there's moments. I had a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you an example. I had a promoter. He came out here, from out of state, did a show out here, and he was just like, "Yo, bro, like the artists in New York are they feel so entitled." Because again, you have that mindset that you got to put in the footwork, you got to do this, which is dope, and I appreciate stuff like that. But not everybody has that mindset. So it's like, and it's true. Like when I'm not saying that all the artists in New York have this mindset where they feel entitled, but there's a lot of entitlement in New York because they have this mindset where, like, I'm from New York. We start, like it started out here. That's one. Or not, it's like, well, I'm dope. I got bars. I don't need to do this X, Y, and Z. And it's like, that's not how it works.
But
Like you mentioned, you got to put in the footwork. For me, you got to put in that networking. You got to put in that footwork. It's not only just having dope music.
right.
So now that we're tapping into that, understand, like, when did you fully understand that it's just not solely about having dope music?
I understood that once I said, let me step back from just focusing on putting out music,
Okay.
and let me really study and really pay attention to other things that's going on around the music that's in the background,
Okay.
that people not necessarily paying attention to, because most things people necessarily pay attention to is a music video, and I gotta shoot a music video and I gotta go drop the song.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's way more things than that.
Okay.
You gotta make sure you got a budget for that song. You gotta make sure you got a budget. You gotta make sure you worry about that beat. People don't necessarily understand that. They think they just go to the studio and record a song to a beat, and that's their song. Nah, because if that song do something, it's not. If that song do numbers, that do something you wanted to do, now you got that. Now you got that producer on your heels, because he gonna want his cut.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure all your paperwork right. You understand what I'm saying? It's little stuff like that. You got to make sure your music sound right. I don't want the shows and artists look better than how their music sound.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? You got to make sure everything is equaled out. You can't just focus on one thing.
So you would say you started understanding this, what, like it's been 2 years, 3 years, like what?
I can say it's been like 3 years.
3 years?
Understanding it, I can say it's been like 3 years. Trying to really focusing on it and getting down to it, I can say about 2.
Gotcha. And it's fucking expensive.
Yes. Yeah, especially when you're doing it on your own. You ain't got nobody putting nothing into it, because you want to make sure that everything get done. Because when you got people putting into it, you got to make sure you moving on their time frame.
Are you looking to get signed, or you want to remain independent?
Right now, I don't even know.
Okay, think about that.
Right now, I don't even know. I really just want to grind. I wanna
Okay,
see where it take,
so
where his music take me.
so what are we expecting in the near future?
In the near future, you expecting a lot of singles dropping, and this project that we're working on that's been called OG Story. I've been working on it for a little minute since the pandemic. I've been working on a story called OG Story, and it's almost there. But you know,
So
I gotta.
wait, you have a song called OG Story, correct?
Hmm.
Okay, so what? You're gonna make a project like what? An EP or an album?
An
Like what are you?
album, an album,
Okay.
and it's gonna be called OG Story because I feel like it's telling my story.
Mm.
Because I came up with the last OG, and now I feel like I want to tell y'all why I call myself the last OG.
Mm. Why then?
You want me to tell you why
Yeah,
now?
I want to know now. Now
I
you
feel like
saying it, I'm curious now.
I feel
Like,
all right. When I was 16, right, and I was calling myself OG, right? I was telling
mm-hmm.
people I'm OG. You feel me? One of a big homie, he came to me. He told me, he was like, "Yo, how you gonna be an OG?" And when you an OG, when you a big homie, you gotta feed people. They like
Mm-hmm.
it become your kids. You gotta be able to take care of somebody. You gotta be able to put money in somebody's pockets and stuff like that.
Mm.
And the mindset that I got, I realized the people I have around me, the people that I like to help people. I'm a helper.
Mm-hmm.
I love to help people, and I love to bring up people. I love to see people moving in the right direction. So I feel like I'm the only person in my age bracket and that I seen coming up. Because even the older dudes that's right ahead of me, I don't see a lot of them doing the things that I'm doing
Okay.
that they should be doing,
Yeah.
leading the young the way that they should be led. I see them going down the wrong path. You understand what I'm saying? And I see like I got the passion of a leader. So I feel like if I'm going to lead somebody, I'm going to lead them down the way that they're going to last. I don't want to lead nobody down a dark path. They're going to die.
Yeah. Now that's what's up. That's you spoken like a leader. I mean, and that's how you. That's what's up. I like that. I like that. So that's what we're expecting. You're gonna show people why you're the OG. That's what's
The
up.
last OG.
The last OG. The last OG. So when are you? Are you like? Do you have a time frame on when you're releasing this? How many tracks are we expecting?
You're expecting about 25 tracks.
Okay.
And
Oh, you
about,
doing like a whole like a double album type
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Okay.
And you gonna get some heat. You're gonna get some heat, some pain. It's gonna be something there for everybody. And I know everybody be saying that it's gonna be something there for everybody. But when I mean that, I mean every single person that listens to it is gonna be able to relate in
Mm.
some way by one song of another that they listen to.
And when are you planning on releasing this? Do you have it there or you don't know yet?
We don't have an exact date because we're still coming up with certain little details and making sure everything is right. Basically, like music wise, it's finished. Music wise.
Oh, the tracks and everything is finished. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's just other stuff that need to be done, like promotion wise and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And you know that stuff is expensive when you're
Yes, sir.
doing it
Yeah,
on your
yeah,
own.
yeah. Yeah.
So that's what makes this stuff not stuff have a.
I definitely look forward to listening to that. I want to know, lastly, when was the last time you did something for the first time?
Last time I did something for the first time.
Mm-hmm. The last time you did something for the first time.
Mm, the last time I did something for the first time was I went to a fish restaurant Friday, and I don't eat fish, but I went like we had crabs and all that.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait, so what do you remember the name?
I definitely don't remember the name, but I know it was in Long Island.
So it was like, so you had like crab legs and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like
You don't
lobster.
normally eat that, like, or you never had it before.
I got a stigma against fish.
What?
Since I was a kid, my pops he took us fishing. He took me and my brothers fishing,
Okay.
and I seen him clean the fish and all that.
Okay.
And ever since then, I've been scared of bones, fish bones. And I'm scared one day if I eat fish, I'm gonna choke on the bone. So I don't like no fish.
So no fish, no. But is it just solely fish, or you don't like crabs and
I was fake
lobster?
scared of crab because I thought they had bones in them too. But then I learned that they don't have no bone in them. They only got the shell. It's only the shell.
So wait, that's the first time you ever been to an actual like seafood restaurant?
Yeah, I never even been to Red Lobster.
You're bugging. I mean, yeah, I can see that. I don't blame you for that. But like seafood, bro, like wait till you get like learn. Like, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was alright. It tastes good.
Nah, no. What you mean it was alright, bro? Come on.
It was
Come on.
alright.
It wasn't like delicioso. Nah.
And, like, see, that's the thing though. A lot of things that I like I don't like. I'm weird.
Okay, so what's something that you like?
I like fast food. People don't get
Nah,
that.
you bugging.
So that's what everybody say. I grew up eating real food. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know. For some reason, like, look, I grew up eating fruits, right?
Okay.
When I turned like 16,
Mm-hmm.
I went to the doctor. They told me I was allergic to all fruit. People don't be believing that. But all jokes aside, I'm allergic to all fresh fruit. And it's because of the
Like wait. Okay. Like if you eat it, you swell up.
my throat starts to close up because I got allergies.
Dang,
So
bro.
the skin of the fruit, the stuff that be on the trees, the I don't know what they call it. It's around the skin of the fruit. They be on the
Okay.
skin. That stuff messes with me. So it's like I don't know I can eat processed fruit, but I can't eat fresh fruit.
That's not even good, bro. Like you talking to a person who thinks
Yeah.
holistically and
Yeah, like look,
but
as a
that's
kid,
crazy.
I ain't like peanut butter, right? As
Okay.
a kid, I ain't like peanut butter, but now I love peanut butter
Peanut
and
butter's
jelly.
the shit. Okay, but you can't have bananas. I was gonna be like, yo, peanut butter bananas, but no.
Yo, that's crazy. I used to see people do that. Take the slice of bananas
Yeah.
and put them in between the peanut butter and jelly. I used to be like, yo, I want to try that so bad.
Nah, I didn't do the peanut butter with jelly. Like I'll do peanut butter and banana. She was banging, but I gotta get like the peanut butter, like the crunchy one. You understand?
See,
like,
nah, I don't like that one. I only like
bro,
creamy
I was
peanut butter.
liking you, Jimmy, until the ending of this shit, bro. Like
Nah.
you was my guy.
Nah, it's like
I was like, this is the last OG, but now he's killing
like
me.
people be like, yo, you fat? How you don't like everything? Like I'm like, nah, I'm picky. Like I don't know. Like
All right, so if you're gonna talk about fast food, what's your favorite fast food then?
my favorite fast food. That's
So you're a
hard.
cheap date, bro.
Huh?
You're a cheap date. Like I'm not saying you cheap with people. Like
Nah,
if
I
they
get
want
what
to
you're
take
saying.
you out, you understand?
When I go to restaurants, I dare get a burger. I dare get a cheeseburger and fries.
I feel like when it comes to, I was just having that conversation with my wife. I was telling her, I was like, yo, bro, when like to date somebody who's not open minded with food is such a big turn off. Like, and I'm saying, like, I mean, obviously we're in relationships, right? But I was just saying, like, in the past, like, it was such a big turnoff because it's like, it's like if you saying with music is so, you love music, you love to hear all types of different music. So I feel like I look at music and food in that concept.
I get what you're saying. I'm like that too.
Unfortunately,
Like
you're allergic to certain shit,
I try different things. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Like I do weird stuff. I put yogurt in my oatmeal.
Okay.
But people don't get it though. I make
Okay.
hot oatmeal. And when it's warm, I know people will say, "All right, you put cold oatmeal in your sprinkle it in your yogurt." Nah, I take the yogurt after I make the oatmeal and then put the yogurt in the oatmeal, mix it up. I even put yogurt in my Pop Tart.
That's interesting. You just a weird motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I eat weird stuff. I like weird stuff.
It's alright though. You make good music. That's what matters, Nah, but I want to just say though, and what I want to tell you is I look forward to your project coming up. I definitely want to take a listen to that because again, I was listening to your music recently, like what you have out right now, and like I said, I like your voice, I like your story, and I love the fact that I can feel your music. Performance wise, I told you already how I feel about you performing. I think you're good. You just gotta continue being consistent. We already know what it is in this industry. You just gotta be consistent. You gotta, scared money makes no money in a sense, and continue just going. So I want to see more of you. I look forward to seeing your success. And let's make it happen. Where can everybody find your music? Where they can find you? All that good shit.
Everything. You could go to ogjimmy.com. You can find me at. You can find me on Instagram at ogjimmy. You could Google me at ogjimmy. You can go on Facebook, ogjimmy. You can go anywhere in this world and you can look up OG Jimmy because I'm the only OG Jimmy. It's no other OG Jimmy.
There's no other OG Jimmy, bro.
For real, there's nobody else called OG Jimmy. I'm the only one. Only one. I don't want to see everybody calling themselves OGs this and OGs that. I'm the only OG, the last OG.
Listen. I always want to say shout out to everybody who's been liking, commenting, subscribing. There's no reason why you shouldn't be following the man. All his information will be in the description box below. Just click on it. It's free. Show that support. And he already said it. He's the only OG Jimmy. You understand? So there's no reason why you shouldn't be following him.
That's
Again,
a fact.
you know? But it's your girl V-Henny, man, the Artistry Show. And we're out, man. Rock out with your cocks out. Jam out with your clam out. You dig? The Artistry.
Catch us on YouTube, Facebook, or outlets.
Follow us.